Finland is known as the land of 1,000 lakes, but in reality, that number is closer to 188,000. With this amount of lakes and add to that the vast amount of coastline and coastal waters, monitoring this amount of water is a serious challenge. Every year, around about midsummer here in Finland, we start hearing more in the news about algae, specifically the blue-green type algae or the toxic cyanobacteria. This type of algae poses a threat to both people and ecosystems in the lakes and coastal areas. At Kuva Space, we are all about improving life on Earth, so why not start in our own backyard? That is why we have teamed up with the Finnish Environment Institute to launch a pilot program.
The pilot this summer aims to assess the capability of spaceborne and airborne hyperspectral to detect algae bloom, to identify their species, and to evaluate their impact, because until today, except of doing it in the laboratory, we could never do that. And what we are trying to do now is to have a better prediction of the situation and the anticipation of this bloom development over time.
So for us to get a glimpse into what happens here on the ground, we went over to Järvenpää to join the Finnish Environment Institute team on one of their field tests.
Today we're in Lake Tuusulanjärvi. We're gonna go with our Tieto 1 boat to the lake, and we will do some optical measurements in the lake in different sites, and we're also taking water samples from the lake. We're doing different kind of measurements at the same time. So there are like 1,500 different phytoplankton species in Finnish lakes and coastal waters. I think there are maybe 40 species of cyanobacteria that are producing the toxins. They absorb light in the lake, but all of them have a little bit different absorption spectrum depending on the pigments that are within the phytoplankton cells. These traditional methods, taking the one water sample, you take it from a certain spot. So it might not be so representative of the whole lake. Then comparing to the satellite data that can cover a larger area, with satellite data you can get more data more regularly compared to this traditional water sampling. What I'm excited of with this collaboration with Kuva Space is that the satellite data is hyperspectral, so the spectral resolution is higher. That can maybe enhance the development of detecting different phytoplankton species. I think that is what is most promising in this collaboration with Kuva Space.
This pilot will run throughout the summer, and the Kuva Space and Finnish Environment Institute teams will work closely together to shine a light on this nationwide problem. We'll be back in the autumn to share what we found, so watch this space.